Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today I wanted to take the time to cover the first post-raid release hotfixes here for Season of Discovery. While it is not too crazy, nothing too big, given everything that has happened with the Phase 6 launch and how rather bumpy it has been, to say the least. I really felt like we could get more, and maybe there could be more in the works and just sort of fixing it, but stuff definitely feels a little wonky given, this first week and everything that happened. I went out there and I did all the content, and I'll share my opinion on that after we cover the stuff. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I am going to switch it over here to the patch notes, and we are going to dive right into it. So right here we have AQ flasks now stacked to 20 was 1, older flasks stacked to 5 unchanged. So the new stuff stacks to 20, which I guess is a nice convenience change. It feels weird, like I feel like it should either stack to 5, like they should both stack to 20 or they should both stack to 5, but definitely better than 1. 1 was terrible. Moonkin form now grants 3 spell power per level, was 2. I believe this was listed in the last patch notes up here. Yeah, so this was listed on December 4th, right before we launched the raid. And as you can see, I guess it wasn't put in until right now. Then we still have our guy telling the devs to work on retail bugs. And very interesting that this dude actually commented about it 3 days ago. It was like, I'm only receiving 120, where's my 180? Also my first AQ20 dropped no loot, and they have to wait. So obviously we know about that problem from everyone talking about it. But interesting that this dude, made sure that the Moonkin form was changed. Then we have the Shadow Priest Tier 2 2-piece set will now correctly launch a free Mind Flay when starting the first cast of Mind Flay. So I guess it was not doing that, or something was bugged with it. So small changes, got stuff underway. Let's see what more people have said. This was already mentioned in previous hotspec, and now again today, typo. No, it definitely just wasn't working. Then, what a genius for the stack up to 24 flasks. Bleh. I don't really see a problem with that. I don't know if the new flasks function like the old flasks, because they are stamina and they are hard stats. They're not mana and they are not HP, so you can't chug them as infinity health potions if you were even doing that. That's like a super min-max strategy and what people have been doing, but I don't see any problem with anything stacking higher. Like, personally, it just makes your life a whole lot easier if you're using them. But I will say the new consumes are expensive. I would like to see some sort of way to either increase the drop rates of stuff, or I think a more useful thing would be allow people to get them with Tarnished Undermine Reels. We had that system in play. We utilized that system for Lava Cores and all of the other raid tier mats. So I think it'd be really cool to see either drop rates increase or allow us to get out there and get them, because the stuff is really nice. It's just I don't think people want to spend 100 gold a flask for AQ when you can clear it in BWL gear and BWL consumed. So it's a little interesting, but more importantly, I wanted to take this time to talk about the raid changes and, my experience doing all the content and what I like to see. So, as you saw in my big video, and me being really upset and heartbroken over the launch of Phase 6, because I think it'll do irreparable damage to Season of Discovery, and I want SOD to be successful. Obviously, it's why I've dedicated my channel to it and make a video every single day for over a year talking about it, because I care and I love SOD, and I think SOD is the future and allows us to go to a Classic Plus, which is the end goal. But that being said, I still did all the raids, and here's a little bit of my feedback. So AQ Temple, which is AQ40 or AQ20 here in Season of Discovery, just to be as clear as possible. It felt really confusing and difficult with the madness mechanic, and some of the fights felt overtuned. So, like, really overtuned. Like, Vanquish is really hard. Like, you have to have spot-on coordination. You're always killing the ads, and The biggest problem is they did a PTR test after they made the raids 20 and 40 again, and they bumped up a lot of the HP. However, in doing that, no one really tested it because the vast majority of people were doing anniversary launch. So when the final product was shipped, the few people that did test it, which were probably top end guilds doing speed runs, said, okay, it is fine. And then all the other, semi-hardcore guilds that are just dad guilds and just, 40-minute, whatever, pugs, like, they got really punished in there, and I don't blame them. AQ was hard. My guild, South Saviors, didn't even kill Cthulhu, and, obviously AQ is a massive leap in difficulty, and it is really hard compared to MC and BWL. Obviously, it is classic, so the raids aren't that hard. If you did anything in TBC, anything in Wrath of the Lich King, that was definitely way better than what we saw here. And as far as difficulty goes in mechanics, but it's just really, I felt like AQ 20 was a bit too hard, and the madness mechanic was really confusing, having to hit all the obelisks, and some of them are inside rooms and hitting on every boss. Now, obviously, now we've got in there, people know what to do, and it makes it a lot easier to hit them. The Emerald Drakes, I didn't even get a chance to get to, unfortunately, but we will be doing it today for our main raid. If you want to catch us live, you can catch me at twitch.tv/Kaghoe Gaming at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is when me and the South Saviors do everything, so that will be pretty fun. But we are also going to be doing our AQ 10, or formerly AQ 20, AQ Ruins, to be explicit, and that one felt weird. So like the difference between that and AQ Temple, it's just so weird, because that one is a cakewalk steamroll. You just go in there and you can blast everything with ease. Whether you're taking 10 people, whether you're taking 20 people, you can just kind of steamroll it and walk through it with relative ease. There are some mechanics and fun things that really injured people and got them, caused a lot of deaths, but it wasn't like it just, I don't know, it was fun, it was easy, and it's what, I feel like SOD rating should be. Honestly, even though it was so easy, maybe make it a little harder, more HP on bosses so we don't just completely blast them. But it just felt like a weird gap. It almost felt like two separate teams were doing AQ 10 and AQ 20. Like, they just kind of felt like complete polar opposites in what they were trying to go with for raid difficulties. And it feels so weird to me. But that's just my opinion and my thoughts from doing it all. I would love to hear what you guys think, what you would love to see, whether they buff raids, nerf raids, where they're headed with this. I figured we would get some of those changes in these hotfixes here, but it just kind of feels really wacky. Like AQ 20, we're like hard sweating, and then AQ 10, it's like a breeze walk, cakewalk, here's your free loot, and it's just really odd to me to have such a like massive chasm of difficulty in player, I guess, what they're demanding from the players as far as the raid goes. But anyway, that's it for my video. If you have any questions, anything like that, definitely drop it down below. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on this Phase 6 launch. But until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey you. Yes you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.